Okay, look, singing is not my thing, okay? But making YouTube videos is. You gotta check this song out though, it's my jam. Hey man, I want to talk to you about the perfect headphones. We're gonna kind of do a little story time, kind of Antoine's personal feelings about headphones these days. And we're just gonna do it, right, Wilson? We're just gonna figure this out as we go. But first, I gotta properly introduce myself. This is New Stuff TV, the untechnical tech channel. I am your host, Antoine. Put multiple drivers in headphones and make my ear holes feel extremely pleasant, Richardson, because that's what we're gonna be talking about, man. The Bluedio Victory, the OG model. When I first started my channel back in 2016, these were my first, oh my God, these sound amazing headphones. They have 12 drivers, that's 6 on each ear. They got like a woofer, a subwoofer, and a woofer woofer, and a mid woofer, and a treble woofer. It's a lot of woofers, okay? But yeah, man, there's 12 drivers, 6 in each ear cup, and I was just astounded by that. And the quality of sound that I got from this was amazing. I loved them until I started like seeking out bigger and better things. I ventured into some other ones that sounded much better, even though they only had one driver. I got the space if you bring in the case, so tell your friends I got friends. And that brings me to my thoughts today. How come more companies don't make headphones with multiple drivers? Now, I know you got things like this. This is the Skull Candy Crusher Evo, all right? So there's a haptic driver in here, which gives you that extra sensory bass. And then they have like, I think the company one more. I think they make like a triple driver. I think there's, I don't know how many drivers there are in each ear cup, but I think there's the triple driver, something like that. I can't remember. Let me see, is there anyone else? Ooh, I can't think of any names right now. No big names anyways, who makes multi-driver headphones. So here's the thing, man. Bluedio was on the rise, right? They were making great headphones with the UFOs and the Victories, and then there was a couple other sets they came out with, but at some point they kind of just went, and yeah, we don't talk about Bluedio no more. But we're gonna talk about it today because they kind of pioneered something here. You know what I mean? They took it and they ran with it and they did a great job. I just wish that bigger named companies with more resources would do something with this type of technology. So we got 6 drivers in each ear cup. I think that's all I'm gonna talk about as far as the Victories, because there really isn't much more to talk about, because when we talk about sound quality, it's there to a certain degree or a level, but they are far surpassed by other headphones out there on the market as far as overall sound quality. But what I do like is that with the touch of a button, they have like a 3D effect, and it almost gives you kind of a spatial audio kind of effect, and then there's something else. But they had like 3 different EQ modes in here, and one of them would kind of give you this spatial audio effect. But I'm gonna put these down, but these are the model for today's episode of New Stuff TV. Now, a big name company that I wish would take on the task of adding multiple drivers to a set of headphones is Sony. Yeah, man. I think Sony could pull it off. Another big name company would be JBL. Oh man, if JBL made some multi-driver headphones. Or what about my people at Soundcore? Soundcore, you can pull this off now. I know you can, because Skull Candy has already kind of done it, okay? Skull Candy with their Crushers and Crusher Evo series, they have a haptic driver in here that kind of just vibrates the crap out of your cranium as you hear those bass drops. And they've got a decent clarity of sound. Like, these actually sound pretty good. I think they could sound better as far as the audio quality, as far as bringing in the mids and highs, but that's where we get into talking about multiple drivers. Skull Candy is really the only big name company out here kind of pushing the envelope on this thing. So right now, I'm coming at you, Sony, and I'm coming at you, JBL, and I'm definitely coming at you, Soundcore, because I think y'all would be the top 3 that I would actually want to see it from. I don't want to see it from a company like Bose. Bose is Bose. I don't want to see it from Apple. Well, we know Apple ain't gonna do that, at least not first, right? Apple will be like 17th to the game, and then everybody will say, oh, Apple did this. No, man, it's been done 17 times over already. I'm just trolling at this point. All right, so let's use these Sony XM5s, for example, okay? These are Sony XM5s. These are my go-tos as far as my ANC headphones, and for various reasons why. I love this lightweightness they got. The material that they use for the headband is just so luxurious and soft feeling. The ear cups are nice and just nice and nice. The ear pads are nice and squishy, and they got that memory foam in there. They sound excellent, and some of the best noise cancellation and ambient sound you're gonna get. And of course, the app allows the headphones to move with you through life, so you don't have to touch them all the time. They're just kind of doing everything as you need it on the fly. So we need that Sony technology, because that is going to be the brains of the operation. Sony, as far as the technology that Sony puts in their headphones, as far as like the lifestyle features with the speak to chat and turning on ambient sound when you stop moving, or turning on ANC when it detects that you're in a car or a train or something like that. Sony, you got that on lock, right? So we need the Sony technology in here. But Sony, I know there's, we have our differences when it comes to something like surround VPT. You took that out of the headphones. It was the last one it showed up in was the XM3s, and then the XM4s and XM5s don't have it. But you've given us spatial audio, but I don't want to have to download and subscribe to another app service like Deezer or Tidal or something like that. I use YouTube Music, okay? I would like to keep using YouTube Music for this spatial audio or surround VPT, whatever you're gonna have. So the reason why I'm talking about that is because if you're putting multiple drivers inside of a headphone, oh man, you could really take advantage of some spatial audio or surround VPT, because now you got different drivers and acoustics to work with. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta have that in there, right? Along with Sony's app technologies that they use to do life with you. Now, how many drivers do you actually need? Well, the Bluedio Victories have 6 in each ear cup for a total of 12. I think that's too many. That's just way too many, all right? We're thinking about a speaker system inside of a headphone. And since it's a headphone, a lot smaller space, I'm thinking a minimum of 2 drivers per ear cup. So a minimum of 4 drivers collectively, or maybe 6. That way you have a woofer, a tweeter, and a mid-range, right? Or if you're gonna do 2 drivers in each ear cup, you just got like a dynamic driver, and then you have a woofer, because we like bass. Not too much though, and you don't want to make it muddy or just crazy, you know what I'm saying? But we need that bass. That's why we gotta have that dynamic, or that big subwoofer, and then a dynamic range driver in the middle of it. You know what just popped up in my head, man? A company that tried to pull this off, man, and they do okay with it. It's just not moving very fast right now. Neura, with their Neura phones, they have the big ear cup, right? But inside of that ear cup, they got that little finger, the little ear tip, the little, when it goes in, like that first insertion. What the hell was that? Shit. It just makes it feel so weird. I did not like that experience with the Neura phones, but that's pretty much the closest thing we have to modern times of having multiple drivers in a set of high quality headphones. Now, back to what I was talking about as far as my perfect headphones. They do not have a little finger sticking in my ear, okay, for the treble and the mids, and a big ear cup around for the woofer. No, it's all in one unit, one nice size ear cup such as this, right? But then you got these 4 to 6 drivers total, 2 or 3 on each ear cup. You got your surround VPT or spatial audio that I don't have to have a special app for, like Deezer or Tidal or nothing like that. Now, I know this might be difficult because I guess Skull Candy is the only company that can actually pull this off. But could we get a haptic driver thrown in these headphones like Skull Candy did? Man, I love this sensory bass. This stuff is so good, man. When you're playing games or watching movies, all you gotta do is kind of take that bass slider, just crank it up a little bit. Just crank it up a little bit. Then you get that rumble, man. It goes all down the side of your Abdullah Oblongata, whatever that thing is called. It just makes you go, oh, God. Yes! You know what I'm saying? Some sensory bass. Can we get a haptic driver in those headphones? Since you have a dedicated subwoofer now, right? That would be great to have and make the headphones definitely more fun and more versatile when it comes to stuff like gaming or watching movie content. Next, we need to talk about ambient sound. All right, only 2 out of the 4 of these headphones sitting right here have ambient sound and noise cancellation for that matter, but we need that. And I would appreciate some Sony level noise cancellation, since they seem to be my favorite as far as noise cancellation. That would be great. I would love some noise cancellation and ambient sound sound for multiple obvious reasons, that would be just awesome. But yeah, man, that would be kind of like the main ingredients for like the perfect headphones. But we need multiple drivers. Is that a really hard thing to do? I don't know if Sony's watching this or if JBL is watching it, if Soundcore is watching it. Is that a really hard thing to do? I would love some answers. To have like a subwoofer inside of the ear cup, along with a mid-range driver or dynamic driver, along with maybe a little tweet up in there. That way we get them highs, you know what I mean? And then we could just rock out. Come through, bring it through. I just wanna be with you. Hey! You know what I'm saying? Just get your jam on with a nice high quality set of headphones. But you know, when you got all that technology and all that hardware built into a set of headphones, it comes at a price. So a lot of companies would end up cutting corners, like using cheaper plastics and stuff like that. So this is what I vote for. I really like, ooh, man, I like this. You gotta feel this right here. This right here, I like this material. What is this, suede nubuck? This is like a Timberland boot right here on the top of the Skull Candy Crusher Evo. I don't know, throw that in there, man. I really do like it. But then we need a nice plush ear cup like these Sony XM5s. You see that? You see how slow that gets back to its original form? That right there, my friend, is comfort. I'm really digging these Sony ear cups. But I also like what Soundcore has done here with the Space Q45s in regards to the matte finishes with the satin and shiny finishes of these Space Q45s here, man. I kind of like that, what they got going on there. And I'm pretty sure just by feeling the weight of all of these headphones here that the Sony XM5 happened to be the lightest. So can we get all of that build quality? I do need it to be like built with quality stuff so it don't break. But can we get all of that in the same headphone? And I need the swivel all the way, and I need the folding too, Sony. I need all of that in the headphones. So when you take all that hardware, all that technology within an app, all the AI, the processing and stuff, and of course you got fine-tuned audio quality, you've got spatial audio, you've got these great materials as far as looks and aesthetics go. How much does something like this cost, man? Well, I'm thinking since these are $400, right? The Sony XM5s are $400, and then we got stuff all the way down like to $79, 99 bucks, $130. I mean, hey, I wouldn't mind paying 500 bucks, man. Who cares how much it costs? You know what I'm saying? People out there paying $500 for the AirPods Max. So $500 be a good mark for that, man. I mean, it is what it is. Who cares how much it costs? I'm just gonna buy it because it's what I want.
Are there any left? There may be one. Okay, it's $500. You have no choice of carrier. The battery can't hold a charge, and the reception isn't very— Shut up and take my money.
Man, if I could get a high quality set of headphones with ANC, all that stuff we just talked about, with 4 drivers, 2 in it, oh man, that'd be so epic. Wouldn't it be great? Oh man, that'd be awesome, man. Tell me what you think in the comments, man. What makes your perfect headphones? Like, do you even care about multiple drivers in a set of headphones? Is it really a big thing for you? I think it could be, because with multiple drivers in headphones, with like crossover, we're putting a crossover in a headphone. You know what I'm saying? We got straight up bass, okay, coming out of that woofer, okay? Then another crossover. Then you got dynamic range, like quality sound coming out of that mid driver. And then you got another crossover, a high pass crossover for that tweeter. All up in your ear holes, man. It's exciting me right now. Ooh. That's the Crusher. That's the Crusher. Dude, I'm getting so excited. Either way, I'm not an expert in this kind of stuff, but what I do know is if it jams, turn it up and dance like ain't nobody watching. This is like a leatherette right here, but it's very plush. Let's see how it sits on the head, because these have kind of like an egg head type of shape, man. You see that egg head type? Is my head shaped like this? Is this an egg? Yeah, that's an egg, because I got like an acorn head where it's kind of pointy at the top. But yep, the egg works too, and it actually looks pretty good on me. How's it look, Will?